my god, we're back. Again. Hey, sis, can you play me your most off-kilter version of the riff from Backstreet's Back, just on whatever instrument you have closest to hand? Nailed it. Thank you. So why are you doing a dissertation when you don't actually like to read or write? So I'm one of the few people who did not spend that much time in the year of our Lord 2020 watching Netflix. I was busy studying. However, in mid-year break, I started seeing posts like this pop up on my Instagram, and thusly, I knew that season 2 of Umbrella Academy had dropped, and I decided to give it a look. I'm a casual fan of this show, although I do have some issues with it, but what really caught my attention around halfway through last year was the socials around this show. This looks and sounds like a fan account. It shares fan art, makes memes, it has a self-depreciating sort of dry sense of humor, and it sets itself up as some kind of relatable nerd. This is not a coincidence. So apparently I'm the last person to find out that Netflix is kind of known for running its accounts this way, but what became apparent from lurking here in what I would characterize as a high-key fandom is that Netflix is listening very freaking closely to the social media landscape here. It would not surprise me at this point if there was a job at Netflix HQ called like Tumblr Lurker, whose job it is to go undercover in forums and fan spaces and sort of find out whatever the youths are frothing, so that things like dark academia aesthetic, found family storylines, and soft boys with long hair can get strategically slotted into upcoming productions. And if there is, I want it. I want that job. What I'm wondering is there some things that will sort of help along the fandom of a show, even if it's not the most popular show or maybe the storytelling is not the strongest? There was a ton of fan engagement on Insta around this show. We're talking art, we're talking memes, we're talking fan pages, most of it very enthusiastic, very positive, although some quieter voices also did echo my own opinion that was like, yeah, the show's pretty good and pretty fun, but also like, it kind of doesn't make any sense. Yeah, unfortunately, Umbrella Academy Season 2 has some pretty gaping plot holes, but for the most part on Instagram, no one was asking, wait, how old did that guy time travel to the 1980s and back? And how did that girl find that other guy when she didn't even know where he was at? How did the newsreader at the end not pick up on the fact that all these idiots have the same last name? Like, that's pretty suspicious. If people notice that a plot is held together with spit and prayers, then generally they didn't really seem to care. And why? Glad you asked. Welcome to my dissertation. So I have this theory that with online streaming shows, maybe it's almost like vlogger rules apply. This is going to sound dumb, but it's almost as if these shows are made for the internet. Imagine for a second that you're born in the year 2000. Imagine you grew up watching a lot of YouTube. You may have internalized certain values, such as the people you watch online should be real and relatable. They should be authentic. They should also not be problematic in any way. Problematic people get cancelled, and we do not support the content that they create. I think it's possible that we're now applying this criteria to other online content, like actual shows. Umbrella Academy has kind of a weak plot, but it's the characters that people really seem to get around. No one on Instagram is talking about the twists and turns of the storyline. Everyone's too busy applying psychoanalysis to class and celebrating the fact that they made Vanya gay this season. It's the characters feeling real and relatable, the diverse representations, it's also kind of the trauma babies. It's the individual elements being more important than the overall story. But it's hard to make an argument looking at just one show. I'm interested in what, if anything, the most popular shows on socials have in common. I can't look at all the shows, I can't look at all the socials. I'm writing a dissertation, not a novel. But let's say, can I look at whatever Netflix originals from last year that are ongoing were most popular on their official Instagrams? Yes, I can, and I already have. It's these ones. Then, can I look for similarities, maybe make some kind of like a Venn diagram of what, if anything, these really popular on socials shows have in common? And then, could I reverse engineer a popular Netflix show? But Cass, if you make a show by algorithm, then surely the story won't be good or make any sense. Well, last I checked, that was kind of optional. Such a reverse engineered show might not be broad spectrum popular, but the people who liked it would love it. And this leads me to my last point. Oh, you think your show is popular? But you're not getting POV fan videos or oil paintings or kids trying to literally astral project their consciousness into your show's universe? Oh. Okay. Netflix, by virtue of not being beholden to a Hollywood studio model of having to produce worldwide blockbusters, can afford to be a little bit more niche and targeted in the content it produces. I think it's possible that in the same way that the TikTok algorithm knows what you want to see and serves you only that, in the future, producers of online streaming content will be at least attempting to do the same. Or low-key, they already are. Let the record show that today, I saw my first glimpse of an upcoming program called The Irregulars, which is set in the Sherlock Holmes universe and features a found family of diverse young people, some of whom maybe have superpowers. If you don't know, this is Tumblr as a show. This is Tumblr, but as a show. I can't wait. I can't wait. So where do I begin? Well, I have to look at a lot of social posts. Because I'm more interested in the future of this, I'm more interested in whatever the youths are up to. So out of the 3 channels that Netflix creates official platforms on, I'm only really going to be looking at the Instagrams. Although I low-key would love to see whatever the kids on TikTok are up to. But that's a lot. I don't know. Ask me later. I think for now, if I can find out what's in the socials that's not actually in the show, what's in the show that's got nothing to do with the plot and maybe it's just in there for socials, and what do fans comment on the most, like can we map their values? If I can get those 3 things, then I think I can make a point about something. So, wish me luck. Update. Okay, I had finished filming this and the next day, Netflix UK account posted this. I made that Venn diagram joke and then they really said soft boys and found families. Like, do I even have to do my thesis now?